Hello folks, today we're going to cover the 30s, which is also known as the lonely mole sheet. It's the first part of our mole introduction. So number one, we have water is a molecule. Number two, water is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Number three, in 1 mole of water molecules, there would be 2 moles of hydrogen atoms and 1 mole of oxygen atoms. So I'm going to erase those, and we're going to start doing some of the mathematics. All right, this is on the cover of your unit pack. Today, on today's worksheet, we're going to deal with these 2 islands and these 2 islands only. Since they are islands, the only way to get from one island to the next is to use these bridges. These are the bridges right here, these arrows. So we got Graham Island right here. This bridge right here is called gram per mole bridge. And then over here we have Mole Island. So we're going to go back and forth between grams and moles, moles and grams on this particular worksheet. So let's go up and let's do question number 4. So question number 4. Says that we're starting with 5.1 grams of fluorine, and it wants to know how many moles of fluorine would that be. So I start with the number and the label that they give us. So 5.1 grams. Make sure you bring the grams with you, and also bring the F2. In every factor label problem, you should always write down the number and the label that they give you, a multiplication sign, a division bar. Whatever the label is right here goes right down here. So it'd be grams of F2 go there. We do have a bridge called grams per mole bridge, so we can go between grams and moles using this bridge right here. So we can put moles of F2 right there. This bridge, again, is grams per mole. And to get that, you go to the periodic table. And when you go to the periodic table and you find element fluorine, and it's got a mass of 9.00 grams per mole, but this is F2, so that would be 18.00 grams in 1 mole. The grams of F2 cancel with the grams of F2. We're left with our answer in moles of F2. So to solve this problem, you would type in 5.1 times 1 divided by 18, and you would end up getting your answer. Try that in your calculator, and I'll be right back. So the number you get here on your calculator is 324.871. We look at the numbers that we have. This one has 6 significant digits. This one has 4 significant digits. This one has infinite significant digits, so our answer could only have 4. Remember, the rule is your answer can have no more significant digits than your piece of data with the fewest significant digits. So our answer would really be 324.9 moles of F2. Most students lose a lot of points on this particular sheet because they forget to take all the labels with them or they mess up on the significant digits. I'm going to erase this problem. You can pause it if you need to. And we're going to go to the next problem, which is the 5s. So on the 5s, we're starting with 23.45 moles of aluminum, and we want to go to grams of aluminum. So we are starting right here, and we are going over here, and we are going again across the bridge called grams per mole, which we'll get information from the periodic table on how to solve. So we start with the number that they give us, 23.45 moles of aluminum. We'll put a multiplication sign and a division bar. Whatever the label is here goes on the bottom of the next step. So I write moles of aluminum over here. And we want to go to grams of aluminum in this problem, and we can because this bridge allows us to go from moles to grams and grams to moles. So we can go to grams of aluminum on top. We have to go across this bridge called grams per mole. So we look on the periodic table, we find the element aluminum, and we find out that in the box for aluminum, the mass is 26.98 grams of aluminum is 1 mole. Our label here cancels out with our label here. We're left with our answer in grams of aluminum. We crunch that number and we get 632.681 grams of aluminum. But sig fig wise, we have to figure out what our correct number is. So here we have 4 significant digits. This 1 is infinite significant digits. This molar mass right here is 4 significant digits, so our answer can only have 4. So 632.7 grams of aluminum. Those are the only problems that we did with the students on this worksheet. The back side would all be homework, but all of the problems go between these 2 islands right here. That's all they do. The next batch of problems that we do will involve other islands. Good luck.